What's up, guys? Working on the C10 today. So first I'm gonna get power washer and spray it all off. You can see all that. It's all mulberries. I parked under a mulberry tree for like a day and a half, and it's disgusting. And it'll probably stain some, especially on that white spray paint on top. But we'll get it. I'll get the power washer out. We'll get it all sprayed off. I'd say clean, but we're not cleaning it. We'll just spray it off. And then I'd like to get back to work on this body line, or this paint line. It's terrible. I don't know if you can tell how bad it is. So I just freehanded it, and the driver's side came out pretty good, and the passenger side I didn't notice it for a while, and then I started looking at it and I was like, man, that bed is like not mounted right. It's sagging. Something's going on. No, it's just a real poor paint job by me. And you know, I did everything that I'd normally do. I didn't measure anything. Took a piece of tape for the center line here, or the lack of paint line. You know, I took a piece of tape right down the side and eyeballed it, and you know, thought for sure it was, you know, 8 inches, but it was 3, I guess, or I don't know. It was just weird little whatever. So I'll grab the power washer, we'll get her sprayed off, and we'll get to work. Brother, we got gasoline. What's the hold up? Make sure that's good. Man, I'll tell you what, this thing runs like a champ. I don't know what's going on. Let's pull it over here in case I just spill a tiny bit of gasoline. Precise pour there. All right. Reckon we ought to be in business now. Oh, we're off to a good start. Well, what in the heck? Brother. Put some more gas in this rusty old tank. Couldn't be anything in the carbonator. Oh. Now let's see. Golly. Oh, come on now. Come on. Maybe she's running hot. Brother, this is unreal. Hey Ryan, why don't you get more done while you're off? Nothing works. All right. Come on now. All right, well, we'll be right back. All right, well, now that I feel like I wrestled a dang bear, we're just gonna use the water hose just like I originally planned. I didn't want to use the pressure washer anyway. It almost feels like cheating or something, you know. I'll go ahead and wait trash truck for it to go by. All right, see you. Rude. Anyways, we got the water hose now. We'll get her sprayed off, and like I said, that pressure washer just kind of silly anyway. It takes the fun out of it. It's too fast. No physical labor involved, really. Unreal. It's just a new generation, you know. All right, well, this is gonna take a minute, so toss you back on the stand.
Hit that bass line nice and slow. Ooh, yeah. Talk box singing, let the rhythm flow. Palm tree swaying, do you feel that breeze? Rolling down the boulevard.
All right, let's go. I got it all sprayed off, wiped down with a dirty microfiber towel. Some rocks in it. I put some rocks in it to add a little extra patina. You know, it's hard to believe, you know, when this thing's dirty, this truck's dirty, I always think, like, you know, it just looks junky. It looks, I wouldn't say junky. It looks like it's not been touched. It's been parked in the back, collecting dust and, you know, wasps and bees and dirt and rainwater and everything else. But then once I get the hose out, really get to cleaning off the wheels, cleaning up the truck, you realize that's just a complete piece of junk. Well, that's all right. Let's see, we've got, you know, along with patina, that was, I hit it with four-wheeler. Anyways, that's just a little bit rusty there. Not too bad. Fenders are aftermarket. Computers, you can check, so, you know, if you need to check any pins or anything on the computer, that's right there. I made sure to spray some water in there. Try to patina the computer a little bit, add some corrosion to it. I'm gonna mount that one day. I swear I'm gonna get her mounted good. It's just sitting in there in the fender well. But the good thing is the rainwater also collects down in there, so it's, you know, it's a lose-lose. Said I got doors, need to do doors, need to do rockers eventually. Somebody did rockers, and I don't know if I'm not gonna talk bad about them. Somebody did rockers. It needs rockers again. Cab corners wouldn't hurt. Could use a cab and a bed and doors and bed floor and a tailgate. Hood's okay. Cow's okay. Grill's okay. Could probably use bumpers. Other than that, solid. Good truck. Really good truck for what I use it for, which is nothing. I just park it in the backyard. Anyways, so let's, we're going to, I need to bleed brakes. I did a firewall mount master, just a Summit 8-inch dual diaphragm. My booster was bad, and I hate the boosters on these anyway. They're so ugly to me. So I did a 8-inch Summit dual diaphragm, and got that on there. No, that's rough. Some rust. Got that on there, and I realized my brakes also hopefully just need rebled. But we'll do that, and then what else we got? My dipstick. That's nice. It's nice for checking oil. Sorry, I ran out of storage. But anyways, as I was saying, that's nice to have that dipstick there. It's it goes in that far, and that's, you know, maybe there's oil, maybe there ain't. What else we got to do? Not a whole lot to do. Wouldn't mind cleaning this up because that's just that poor showmanship. Doesn't look great. I'd like to, well, if I switch doors, it won't matter, but I'd like to get these mirrors off here. They're kind of cool, but for a little short bed, standard cab, not the biggest fan. Anyways, now that all around the truck is wet and the truck isn't really hardly any cleaner, we can get to work. We need to bleed the brakes to start. I'll take out my nice bed floor. This actually is not nice appearing or nicely done. But I'll tell you what, I want a bed floor bad. I want to do one. But working under the back of this, it's so nice to be able to just pull this up and, whoop, there's a gas tank hole it needs. Well, anyways, I gotta find the cap piece for that. All right, I'm gonna put you on the tripod. We'll be back. Oh, what the heck's that welding wire doing in there? Oh, come on, man. Perfect. Trying to get 1 or 5 trucks done. I'm having ankle surgery next week. I don't know when y'all see this, but so I'd like to get a few things on the road, so while I'm in a cast and whatnot, I can at least drive around, and that's about it. There's a piece of, what the heck's that from? I don't know. Gets from Dooley. Anyways, I swear this thing ain't a complete piece of junk other than the mufflers have no tailpipes or no turn downs or anything. Just blowing crap onto my new shocks and stuff. But anyways, that looks really dirty, actually. I don't know if you guys can tell, that is a gross, dirty fuel. I might look at draining that. Maybe that's part of the reason she's not running quite the best right now. It's not bad, not great. Anyways, we'll get these brakes bled, see if it makes any difference, and then move on to the front. All right, got our brake fluid down there with the hose ran down in it. Old brake fluid or whatever, it's what I use for bleeding. Oh, bleeder's loose, cap's off, just sitting on top of there so it doesn't spray out everywhere. And we'll give her a couple pumps, see what happens. Hopefully some air goes through there, or some fluid at least. I don't even know if I've got fluid back to it. Well, I'm watching it and I don't think we're getting fluid through. Maybe I don't have enough throw on the master. I think I do, but I don't know, I guess I'll try backing out the rod a little bit, see if it makes any difference. Okay, problem kind of solved. So somebody didn't finish their booster install and they only had 2 bolts on the one side, so it was pushing the booster out every time. It's still pushing a little bit. It's actually doing what it's supposed to now, but the bottom right one, or bottom left, is behind the old electronic, is that for the gear selection or new, I don't know, whatever it is, but the last bolt is like right behind it, so I need to look at that and see. If I don't need it, I'll just break it off and be able to put the last one on. But it's way sturdier than it was. I don't want my bolt on my master either, or my nut. Oh, great, but whatever, good news. Brake fluid's going now. Need to top it back off. I don't think anything needs bled. I think I'm just, you know, I'm just I'm just doing my best, man. But I'm gonna tighten that bleeder back down and start it, try to move it, take it on the road, maybe see if I've got brakes, and figure out that I was just mistaken. All right, let's see what we got. Oh, they don't. They kind of locked up and held there. I don't know if yeah, they're good there. Had to take the return spring off, and then broke the brake light sensor, or the brake light switch. So I needed a switch, but we needed one anyway with 4 posts with two setups, so I could wire up the torque converter clutch solenoid. But I guess we'll take it down the road here, see if she still stops, and see if she's got gas. Well, she does. She has that wet, like watery, dirty, gross gas. So, all right, let's see what happens here. Definitely think the brakes could stand to be bled a little bit still, but the rear didn't look like air was coming out. The front had, I did the one-way bleeder valves on the brakes. I don't know how great those are, so I might try to re-bleed those, but I mean, we're way better than we were. Pedal goes dang near to the floor, but she stops. It's a win in my book. I was going to see if it'd do a burnout, but I better get off the road because I don't have any brake lights or anything. And we live right on a busy highway. So, I don't know. I'm not too worried about the brakes right now. It stops good now. It just goes to the floor before it stops. So, we got a couple other orders of business. One being cleaning this thing back out. 2, I think that's the hole for one. I don't really know. I need to look. I need to install seat belts, and I'm gonna have to do probably big washers and nuts on the bottom or something. And then I need to do cab mounts in the front. So we'll move on to getting the interior all cleaned out, and then I'll do the probably seat belts first before we do anything. All right, well, we're cleaned out. Not really, but for me, good enough, whatever. I reckon I gotta go to the hardware store. So we gotta get that out of the way there. My nice speaker mounts. I'm gonna make mounts there. I'm gonna make mounts just like I'm gonna mount my ECU. Anyways, we gotta go get a couple bolts for these outside seats. So I gotta get a measurement. Yeah, that's about a thumber. So I know what size bolt to get. Like to redo seals and everything on this one day. One day I'd like to make this a truck that I actually drive. That's the goal. That's what we're doing right now. So we'll run to the hardware store, grab some bolts and big washers. And you're not doing that right. You need your seatbelt bolt. It has nothing right now. I'll get a high shear strength bolt and everything will be great. You'd crap if you knew that cab wasn't even bolted down right now. Bolts are through, but the nuts aren't on the mount. So we'll go grab some bolts. We'll be right back. All right, got my bolts. They only went up to 5/8 there. Didn't have 3/4, so whatever, that'll work. I got some injector cleaner. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and drain that. Man, I just went in there looking a mess. I think I'm gonna go ahead and drain that fuel tank and throw new fuel in it and injector cleaner. Cause that looks terrible. And I remember one time, I might have you know, accidentally put a half a gallon, or maybe not even quite a half gallon of diesel in it, because I had diesel in a gas can. Hopefully nobody from the government's watching this, but I had diesel in a gas can and didn't realize, I started pouring it and didn't realize it, and that might be mixed with that gas too, giving it that kind of murky color and making it look nasty. And obviously you don't want diesel running through your fuel injectors, through your gas engine. So I'll drain that, throw some new gas and that injector cleaner in it, and we'll be golden. Alright, I'm gonna grab something to eat and we'll catch you back at the truck. Got me some of the best gas station pizza money can buy. Look at that. If that doesn't look good, I don't know what does. And I got a deal. The lady at the register said, I'm only charging you for one slice, because she's getting ready to throw all that away. How thoughtful. So anyways, I'm gonna eat this cardboard and then we'll get to work. Alright, that was boring, so I didn't film it, but I have at least somewhat functional seatbelts now. So that's cool. Moving on. What else do we have to do to this today? Probably cab bolts. I need to open up that cab bolt kit. Oh, I want to drain the fuel for sure. I'll probably just pop the feed line off. I don't know how long that is. If I can, I don't know if I can get a can to it or something and just drain it that way. That way I don't have to mess with, I don't want to pull that tank, and I don't want to put a plug in the bottom of it or anything to drain it. So probably try to go that way. I'm hot and tired. I'm getting wore out for the day. So probably do cab mount, bolts, nuts, whatever we've got here. Hopefully it comes with stuff. Just kidding, that's sway bar bushings. I need to put it, sorry, didn't mean to have you in my eyeball there. Need to put sway bar on. Okay, that's better. Ran out of storage again. Went back. Then I had this in the barn. I knew I had it because I was going to build another one. Daggone. Does it not have nuts with it? Alright, well, that's what I'm missing. I've got the bolts in. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. I just need washers and nuts. Well, you can't see that side, but well, daggum. Let me go see what I got, I guess. Should have grabbed stuff at the hardware store. Okay, I don't know how much fuel's in there, but I jumped the relay to run the pump constant. We're just gonna pump it into this can. I would say, I can see the bottom of the tank. There's actually not that much. This might be enough to hold it all. All right, well, I keep running out of storage, so sorry. I'm gonna end this video after this. I'm gonna throw new gas in, injector cleaner, and then the next video, I gotta go through and delete stuff or get a camera and an SD card or something. I need a camera anyway, if I'm gonna keep doing this. So, got a fair amount done. The next video, we'll do the paint on the other side and kind of try to faux-tina it a little bit, and then like to get this done. It goes to the tank, but like to weld that shut, make panels, weld that shut, maybe doors. Like I said, we'll do the paint on the other side. But I appreciate you guys watching. Kind of a short, all over the place video. Like I said, I'm in a dash to try to get a few trucks ready to just drive. The dually's almost there. This is almost there. The S10's pretty much there. It needs a couple things, but there should be a couple videos coming out on everything, and then I'll have a little bit of downtime where I probably won't do a whole lot other than weld and maybe learn to TIG weld. So maybe I'll film some of that while I'm off. But we'll wrap this one up. Like I said, thanks for watching. We'll catch you in the next one. Thanks.